If you control the oil, you control the 20th century. But if you control the nickel, you own the future. For decades, the West treated Indonesia as a gas station, a place to extract cheap raw materials and leave. But in 2020, Jakarta pulled the trigger. They banned the export of raw nickel ore. Overnight, the world's supply was held hostage. The European Union sued them. The IMF warned them. And Elon Musk flew halfway across the world to negotiate. This is not just a trade policy. It is a declaration of economic war. Welcome to Sea Insider Stories. Today, we investigate the nickel cartel. How did a developing nation force the world's superpowers to play by its rules? To understand the panic, you have to look at the battery in your pocket, or the EV in your garage. Nickel is the single most important component for high-performance batteries. And Indonesia? They are the Saudi Arabia of nickel. They hold the world's largest reserves. For years, they sold this dirt for pennies to Europe and China, who refined it and sold it back as expensive steel. President Jokowi saw a trap. He realized that selling raw ore makes you poor, while selling batteries makes you rich. So, he issued an ultimatum.
Kalau ingin nikel silahkan, tapi datang bawa pabriknya ke Indonesia, bawa industrinya ke Indonesia, bawa teknologinya ke Indonesia.
The backlash was instant. The European Union dragged Indonesia to the World Trade Organization, WTO. They argued that Indonesia was breaking free trade rules, and technically, the EU was right. The WTO ruled against Indonesia. But here is the genius, or the gangster move of Jakarta. They appealed the decision. Knowing the WTO's appeal court is paralyzed, this legal stall tactic bought them years, time enough to build an empire. While Brussels was busy with lawyers, Jakarta was busy pouring concrete. While the West complained, China opened its checkbook. Chinese giants like Tsingshan and CATL didn't care about the WTO. They poured billions into Sulawesi and Halmahera. They built smelters, power plants, and ports. Within 3 years, Indonesia transformed from a raw material exporter into the world's dominating producer of refined nickel. The West realized too late. By suing Indonesia, they pushed the king of nickel straight into Beijing's arms. Then came the final boss, Elon Musk. Tesla needs nickel. Desperately. Musk courted Indonesia for years, teasing a massive investment. But he hesitated. He wanted the nickel without the baggage of Indonesia's coal-powered smelters. But Indonesia didn't blink. They essentially told Tesla, "We have what you need. You have no other choice." It's a high-stakes poker game. If Indonesia wins, they become the Detroit of the electric era. If they fail, they are left with environmental destruction and debt. So, is this a cartel? Yes. Indonesia has even proposed an OPEC for nickel. The message to the Global South is clear. Resource nationalism works. The era of cheap resources is over. The era of downstreaming has begun. What do you think? Is Indonesia a genius negotiator or a protectionist villain? Let us know in the comments.